Welcome back to the Morning News on Local 6. I'm Bridget Williams. We have a very special guest this morning to talk about free help with foreclosure and avoiding foreclosure. Chip Parker here from Parker and DuFresne. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And Chip, with so many people going through foreclosure, you're able to actually help about 10% of your clients for free.
Yes. We have about 500 actively defended foreclosure cases, as I said, and about 10% of those are pro bono referrals from legal aid organizations like Mid-Florida Legal Services here in Central Florida. And so often what we do is when we're contacted by someone who believes that they should qualify for free legal services based upon the fact that they're unemployed or have a reduction of income and can't afford our legal services, then oftentimes we'll work with Mid-Florida Legal Aid to get a referral from Mid-Florida to represent those people for free.
And Chip, this is an epidemic. I mean, this is something that's widespread. People are scared of losing their homes. There are even predatory lenders out there and people who are going after homeowners and making matters worse.
Well, there have been a lot of reports, certainly in the national media, regarding mortgage servicer abuses, fraud that has been perpetrated in the act of foreclosing on a homeowner's home. And a lot of this now, I believe those issues have really turned the corner. You're seeing some really good judicial decisions that are coming out of other parts of the country and in Florida as well. There's, of course, the Attorney General investigations and recent agreements with servicers and default servicers to change the way that they're foreclosing and including the documents that they're filing, a lot of these robo-signed documents that have been filed in court. So it's actually, it's a better environment for homeowners to think about trying to defend their foreclosure, maybe get some leverage against the lender so that they can negotiate maybe a modification or somehow keep their home.
Where do you start, though, Chip? Because that's the thing. A lot of people will make a mistake of maybe not paying. Or what are some of the mistakes that people make?
Well, you know, the biggest mistake is ignoring the complaint that comes in or to pick up the phone and call your lender. When someone is served with a foreclosure complaint, the very top page is something called a summons, and right on that summons it says that you have to file a responsive pleading with the court within 20 days, and that's something that shouldn't be ignored. A phone call to your lender is not going to satisfy that requirement, and oftentimes there's something called a dual track foreclosure process where the lender has a loss mitigation track and a legal track, and these guys never talk to each other. So you have the lawyers who are looking at that 20-day clock waiting for that time to run, and the fact that you called your lender doesn't necessarily mean the lawyer knows not to default you. And a default in a foreclosure case is bad because you're essentially admitting the allegations in the complaint, and for someone like me it makes it really difficult at that point to gain the sort of leverage necessary to fairly negotiate with the lender.
Okay, thank you so much, Chip Parker from Parker and DuFresne. If you need more information about the pro bono help they are offering, you can call 407-901-4802. And now we'll get a quick check of the forecast.